Tony T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double T, be fuddling these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning steam is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game, it's sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.
And good morning, and we're rolling here on a Friday, ready for the morning steam for Friday, August the 2nd here. No matter what the graphic there says on the show, we'll fix that a little later. Sorry about that, gang, but I know you're here right now. We know what day it is today, so I'll get that corrected. Maybe I don't know what day it is today, but I know this. It's time for Olympic soccer in action right now. The United States taking on Morocco. Hey, I want you to watch me. I want to talk sports with you guys here right now. But there is a nice match here. Quarterfinal action at the Olympics. Make no mistake, the United States are in this match here against Morocco. They're an underdog, but hey, they can pull this one off, can't they? And shock us. This is when Team USA. I don't know if this is where you want them. I probably wouldn't bet them, but nonetheless, probably would prefer him as a dog at this point in this type of format in this tournament, with a little bit of wild card in there, the U23 with the three additional players. But nonetheless, Morocco's looked up and down here a little bit. And maybe you want to hedge them and root for Morocco, man, in the box here, hot, and match underway, 12 minutes in. Also, the golf scores are rolling in. Thomas Detry just finished with a 63 today to go to 8 under, but Hideki Matsuyama up there right now, top the leaderboard with my man Xander Schauffele from San Diego, and he's in the clubhouse. So at 11 under, Matsuyama still has 6 or 7 to play. Tommy Fleetwood 9 under, John Rahm 9 under. Star-studded leaderboard here for the most part. I mean, we got a nice field here, so they're all good names. But my man CT Pan, he is in the mix still, and I think within a little bit of striking range here is my best golfer here moving forward. I think towards the weekend. Out of my group, they kind of faded, it felt like, a little bit today. Scotty's in there. He's at 4 under, but he's got a lot of holes to play, so good action at the Olympics. So far, we saw Sha'Carri Richardson with her debut in the 100. She'll advance with ease. And we'll have Caleb Dressel. It's going to be tough in the 50-meter freestyle, I would think. And also we'll have a primetime action tonight with Reagan Smith and Phoebe Bacon. Hey, you can talk bacon when it comes to swimming. Don't talk bacon in your politics, but exciting action tonight. And Leon Marchand will be in action against Carson Foster of the United States. And Marchand, though, pretty awesome, certainly. And also my man Chase Budinger in action today as well at a volleyball preliminary match. Going to need to get one here probably moving forward. And hey, I want to talk about my man Alex Bowen with a couple more goals. United States men's water polo not able to get over the hump, but really proud of my man Alex Bowen for a great performance at the Olympics with Team USA. Men's water polo, even didn't work out for them this time around. They just couldn't they have one more chance to pull off an upset that could help them. But, water polo's been pretty chalky, to say the least. So, hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Steam. And I want to say hello to everybody coming in and enjoy you enjoy the football game last night? It really is the lead story just because we're a sports betting show and we know that the game ended in, well, I wouldn't say controversy. If you watch the Hall of Fame game, you almost want to say it's broken to a certain extent. We've dealt with rain delays and several times it feels like over the last couple of years, and we've had cancellations because it feels like the game's a little bit broken actually. But one thing we did get a look at are the new kickoff rules as well. So headline was the fact that most of the bets didn't get paid out, the full game bets, because it did not reach 55 minutes. That's an industry standard, and I'll agree with that with those bookmakers. I want to, maybe call out some of the big names on X. We know that Mr. Benson of Circa, he likes to have a lot of fun there. And look, it's in the rules. I mean, the rules say 55 minutes. If they can't close out the market, right, with the winning bets and the losing bets, your rules are set. The house rules are there. You have to abide by them. There are some books that do pay out the overs when it hits the over. You could be watching a game and the over will pop up in your account at a few shops, mostly offshore. You might know which ones those are. But still, for the most part, those bets are going to be voided because it didn't go the 55 minutes as most games are required to do so. But one thing I'll call out, if Mr. Benson ever watched this show, the poor take was this, that if they pay out the overs, you're on a free roll every time you bet the over. We're not betting overs for a free roll, okay? We don't expect an NFL football game to be, postponed, to be canceled or called off due to rain. Not going to happen, right? Especially in the regular season, they're going to sit around for several hours before they have to even make a decision and either come back and play it. I think we've had one time, maybe in the last 10 years that it happened, right, or something like that. But there is no free roll, and that's probably, if anything, it should be built into the line. Everyone's taking the over anyways, right? In general, I don't know about yesterday's game, but did go over. Obviously, was heading over. It was over. So, all right, and was a fun game to see in those Hall of Famers as well. And the other big story was the kickoff. Maybe they got carried away with breaking it down a little bit over and over again, but maybe they didn't. If you look on my feed on X, I just want to point out there's a video out there by the NFL that was also incorporated the video game a little bit. So I don't like my collar there. But check it out. It's on my feed on X. You see it there at Ramon Scott Media. And it's well broken down, and it didn't really have a lot of retweets. By now it's several hundred maybe, but for something like that, was so well done. And they talked about last night on the game broadcast, especially after the rain delay was going on. But we saw those rules broken down. And again, as I said yesterday, I spoke to a coach who went down to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coaching academy just this past summer, where he was quizzed by NFL coaches that he met there with the Tampa Bay Bucks about the rule. Now, they had already gone through their own training on the rule, obviously, because it's a big part of the deal. We take the kickoff for granted, but remember, it happens as many as 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times a game. So the kickoff is important. But one thing that he did, he was with a European football champion team, the Vienna Vikings. You could check it out a few years ago. They were number 1 in the league in the kickoff, but mostly on their kickoff coverage. What they did was use a safety to kick off the ball so they'd have an extra man in there. We saw kickers in there yesterday. I don't know if it is that much of a trick shot in there. And again, they were returning the ball a little bit, even at the 1 yard line. It almost felt like a gentleman's agreement, kind of like when they had the holder on there, just testing it out. They had a holder on there so they could run off the field, see how that would work. Because if that ball is going to bounce at the 1 or 2, you're going to let it go in the end zone so you get it at the 30-yard line. And there's a different rule also for the ball landing in the end zone or fielded as a touchback. So just saw those rules, though, yesterday, and I'm sure we'll like them all. The only problem is no more surprise onside kicks. It doesn't feel right. Really, does it? You have to take an onside kick only in the fourth quarter, and who's to say that 15 minutes of a football game, right? The surprise onside kick. I don't know if there's any way to fix it, and there's no turning back now. Genie's out of the bottle. Let's say hello to everyone in the chat. I've got more to talk about, maybe, but just saw Carlos Alcaraz just absolutely drub FAA in their match that just finished. Hello to everyone. Ray Otachi, good morning. Thomas, like and subscribe. Chad's here to talk about Olympics basketball. We just saw the game with Greece. We know that Greece was in a must-win situation, but they needed to win. I think they needed to win by a little bit bigger margin. They just closed out Australia 77-71. They didn't even get the late money. I'm sorry, they were a dog, not the late money, but what they needed to, I believe they needed a margin of victory here in that game. Australia went off as a 6.5 point favorite. Greece gets the win. Nice job there. All right, who else here? Tremaine said, maybe I'm a little excited. We saw last night great gymnastics well worth it. Well worth it. Maybe it's overhyped, overblown, whatever. It was great. Lee, my pick at 7-1, obviously was awesome, and the Brazilian lady was also terrific. Just a joy. I really enjoyed watching the Olympics yesterday morning, and you know what? I'll watch it again in the primetime coverage. I don't care. I like it. Big O's here today. Here as well. John didn't mind the game last night, besides what happened there with that. And did see some interesting quarterback play, right? Even kind of against what I was saying. I think the Bears show that they do have some good depth, possibly here moving forward. Oh, look at Joe T. Man, talk about old days there. It's Sturgis and Justin here today as well. And who else do we got? I'm almost caught up with all of you guys here. Right? That's what, right? We're going to, I did think it was appropriate at the beginning, right? The first kickoff happens and then the play, and we're going to look at it again. It was only like a very simple return, but it is important. And the one thing that did surprise me, and I'll just back off on it right now because I've been asking people about it. Nobody wore the special helmet caps, so I don't think it is going to happen, actually. Just wasn't a lot of reporting out of it. I thought that we would see more people wearing the protection, but obviously not. Teresa, hello. Kay, hello. I like to think we've got it. Maybe the best ladies of sports betting chat here. Certainly, there's some very good ones, I think, out there, and I don't know how else I can say it. In those chat rooms, the women of YouTube sports betting chat. All right, and because I think that's what I was thinking too, Jermaine. Let's talk about everybody here, and not let it be controversial, okay? Like boxing. All right. Go over to Tony'sPicks.com, see who did well on the website yesterday. I went 3-0 in Major League Baseball with my premium picks. Woohoo! And I think they gave me a loss. I don't think our book here grades the football game, but that's okay. I'll take it. I'll get it back. It says here 3-1, but the loss is a football game, which I had the. I went with the Texans, so fair enough here, no doubt. And talk about Stephen Duncan here, 3-0 yesterday. Nick Lagaretto's 2-0. I'm up there on the leaderboards, and no doubt. Hey, I thought still a game that could have been decided late. Mindy Hahn here, 8-6. Solo Malone up there, 2-1 record. Joseph Schultz won his only play. OG Cappers VIP wins their only play. Tim Irwin, 1-0. Ruben Marlboro, 2-1. Ron Hahn, 2-1. And Tiffany Mance, 2-1 as well. for the last 7 days here. Tony's Picks VIP running better than the stock market, that's for sure. 9 2/3 units of profit. Solo Malone as well, with over 6 units of profit. Double Shooty up there, 6 units of profit. Stephen Duncan and Tiffany Mance on the weekly leaderboards. Brandon Check still leads the monthly leaderboard with 10 2/3 units of profit. Scott Shooty up there, 688. Daniel Velocichuk, 643. Ben Ruhala, 546. Doing it with those dogs. And Bo Dunn up there, 4 1/3 units. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine today in Major League Baseball. I'll have a big package ready to go as I try to keep a winning streak going here. And now that we're in football season, maybe I'll start to crush it a little bit here, picking and choosing the best games of Major League Baseball. We're turning the corner with it being August here now, and you see some of the and the trade deadline passing as well. How did everybody do with the yesterday with some of the moves in Major League Baseball? All right, use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20%. You see the cappers there at the top with Ruben and the gang. Thanks everybody for listening to the commercial, and going to be a great season of action over at Tony'sPicks.com. Why not consider checking me out all season? I'm going to have football packages available up here shortly, and let's see what else. Who else I can say hello to? Nate's touting his video poker action. Williams ready. Let's get this one, Team USA. Let's let's have a little pride right now with this team, right? Maybe talk about other action here. Still to come in basketball at 11:15 Eastern and 8:15 Pacific. This is still to come. Spain and Canada. I've got to take these points with Spain here. +9. Chad, you out there? Do we have anything on these? I'm going to take Spain unless I hear from you. I'm going to take Spain +9, and I'm going to look to go over. I'm going to respect this move right now from 168.5 up to 170. Give me Spain and the over against Canada. Then at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, it's going to be Germany taking on France. Germany is up to a 3.5 or 4-point favorite. I have placed a futures wager on Germany to win it all now at 15-1. That was just before the round has begun, before this last series of men's games that we just saw. So I've put Germany. It's the only future that I have right now in the Olympics, and I've taken them at 15-1. I do like them here, of course, to beat France today and lay the points, and I'll also take the under in this game at 162.5. Still to come, also in Olympics men's soccer today, Spain and Japan. This one's going off here at 11 Eastern and 8 Pacific. These are quarterfinalists now. We're down to these final teams. So Spain and Japan. I'm probably going to look to Japan here, +0.5 goal. Yeah, Japan. We had a bummer of a game. What was it? Oh, the men's. We had Japan over Brazil in that earlier basketball game today. Brazil, nice job knocking off Japan as in a near pick'em game here. But just to wrap up this soccer a little bit with some big games today, Spain and Japan. I'm going to take Japan +0.5 goal, probably at -$1.10 or so. Paraguay going up against Egypt in this one. I want to go over in this one with Paraguay and Egypt, over 2.5 goals in this one. I know that, it feels like it's going to be an under, but I'm going to take over in regulation, actually, and Argentina and France. And I'm going to also probably try to just sneak in on the over there at 2.5 today. But that sounds like a good one. in this format. 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, Argentina and France. And those are your 8 teams left. Okay, I'll throw in, I got more, but we got to get to the baseball, you guys. Here, Thomas Bird here today, and Solo, hello. And let's see what else here. I think that might be it. And Jermaine, let me see what Jermaine's saying. He's going to put me on a goose chase here. Which team gives out the most losses after playing outside of college? So, like, how do teams do after they leave Colorado? Maybe do they end up losing after they leave the high altitude? Let me see if I'm getting that right, Jermaine. You let me know. And I don't think we haven't seen wrestling just yet, John. I think that's after the. Okay. Lewis is here today. Howard as well. There are some other great events at the Olympics, certainly here today. Also, we saw United States women defeat Belgium there, and Ledecky also last night. Terrific. Okay. Let's get rolling with the show here. I think I can't think of any other exciting Olympics action here other than surfing. You step on a board a couple of times as a kid, you think you're an expert, but maybe from Southern California. But I tell you, and I watched that, the World Surf League now. It's really nice coverage, but man, the way that NBC, they are really, the Olympics, debate whether you like the coverage or not there, but surfing coverage has been out of this world. Okay, I'm ready to go here for our Major League Baseball card here today. One judge was actually suspended at the surfing venue for hanging out too closely with. There were some pictures with him and the Australian team just talking, arms around each other. They sent the judge home or said you can't judge. I don't know. It's a tight-knit community. I don't know. They just had to do it. Here we go. We got one-day game in Major League Baseball today, and Eric Fetty will be in action with the St. Louis Cardinals. That's the story of the game for sure here as he makes his first start. He was pitching pretty good there for the White Sox, certainly all year, most of the year anyway, and 2.53 ERA in his last 4 starts coming in. He was 8-13 with the White Sox. That sounds like 21-0 with anybody else. Here does have a 5.5 ERA and 3 career starts against the Cubs, but I think that might have been, they might have met actually already. Trying to remember, actually. I didn't have that written down. For Javier Assad, my man from Tijuana, he's got a 5.63 ERA and 4 starts this season. Cubs have won 4 of their last 6 and gone under in 9 of their last 13. The Cardinals, though, have gone over in 6 of their last 7 overall. Cubs at home, under in 9 of their last 10 games here at home. St. Louis not doing too well as a favorite, but this one's so close. In fact, there might be a little bit of a move here to the Cubs. St. Louis still a favorite, total 7.5 under 15. We can take your comments here on this one with the Cardinals taking on the Cubs here today. And shift things around here in this one. All right, here come the comments. Get ready, everybody. And Nate's going to let Nate start us off here on the game. All right. And you got the Cardinals here. Juice is on the cards. Here's Justin. He's got his prop play of the game on Goldie in this one. And let's see here. Another Cardinals over here. Trevor, Cardinals on the money lines. We got some Cardinals a little bit popular so far. There's some more Cardinals. Man, you guys might just roll it here on the Cardinals. to get us going. I mean, I don't see a Cubs yet. And Solo here with an under. And, there it is. Thank you, Terrell. Pitched at Wrigley on June 5th. 3 runs in 5 innings. Thanks, Terrell. That's exactly what I was looking for. I didn't have it with me there, and I should have been a little bit more. I'm ready for this card, obviously. You can hear it in my voice. I know all about this card today, but I think Chad may take him again. Is he taking those cards? K's going over. Oh, Chad will take the Cubs. He'll be the man, but yeah, it's probably not going to stop it from being a consensus play here with that on the money line. Let's see here. Hey, Nate's got us going here. Maybe I could just squeeze this in here since I think we're done with the Cubs game. Oh, yeah, Jermaine, is this the Dreckman game? There are 2 good umpire trends I meant to note here for Jermaine today. Maybe Jermaine's already got it here. I don't know if I have my umpire trends up and ready, but man, I'm trying to think here. I didn't. I'll find it maybe before the end of the show. Again, we're getting start of some series here right on Friday. So, okay. And let's see here. Where is it? Okay, Nate. So let me just squeeze it in here, or maybe I'll get our Carla Football League coverage. If Carla comes in here, Nate likes the Alouettes here in the first half. Money line minus $1.70. I kind of like the Alouettes in the game now. I had the under yesterday. Okay, I'll take credit for that. I'll take credit for my BC Lions pick. They lost 28-0, 23-0, whatever it was. But Vernon Adams left the game and not good there. So, got to have Vernon Adams if you have BC. You're done once that happens. No big deal. Injuries are going to take you out of the game in that one. But nonetheless, I lost it. I had the total at least. And once Adams left, I was going to hit the under, right? So, okay, Darren, hello. Panger hit a parlay. All right, Jermaine will get those umpire trends for us. There's 2 really strong ones today. I think they're totals. One of the Blues is like 15-3 to the. All right. All right, you guys. Let me Fetty over first. Okay, there's one there as well. All right, I'm going to make a call here. Look, you guys are on. I pretty much agree with you guys. I'm going to let it be a consensus play here for the Chad. Maybe I'm just not sold on the side just yet either, and I'll probably go with the total here in this one at 7.5. It's close for me there, man. I'm just going to roll with you guys. I trust you. Give me the Cardinals in this one. I like them here. I like Fetty. I like Assad, but it hasn't quite working out here right now in this situation. So, but Cubs under in 9 of their last 10. My computer's kind of telling me to go over, and I don't think I want to here with the numbers like that right now. And with Fetty going, I kind of think Fetty might excel here in a little bit of a competitive situation. Cardinals, they're obviously breathing. So, yep. Okay, let's move on. Next up, we're into the night card. That's our Friday Cubs day game here. We're going to hang out with Harry Carey and have a Budweiser in the bleachers. All right, Diamondbacks and Pirates here with Brandon Pfaadt going up against Ortiz now, and the Pirates, they're shuffling a little bit with this pitching. I mean, Ortiz's spot certainly here for sure, but they've been dealing some guys. You got your best guy here right now. Well, not best guy. I mean, we know we got the king on the Pirates, but Ortiz has been hotter than Skeens almost here for the most part. He's been Skeens. He's got a 1.21 ERA in his last 29 and 2/3 innings right now. Still, Pittsburgh's lost 2 of those games, but he's gone under in 5 straight. He dealt a great performance. And then he got actually hit by Arizona a little bit, 3 runs in 5 innings, but that was one I believe they ended up losing. Pirates have won 12 of their last 18 coming in. They've also won 11 of their last 17 home series openers. For Fott, he's got a 2.15 ERA in his last 5 starts with a 3-0 record, and Arizona's gone 5-1. So both starting pitchers are in a pretty good groove here right now, no doubt about it. Arizona's won 13 of their last 17 games right now, as one of the hottest teams in the league currently. And they've also, however, gone just 5-12 in their road series openers. They've gone over in 7 of their last 9. Your comments are welcome in our game with the Diamondbacks. Here's Eugene going to start us off here right now. There we go. Eugene will start us off here right now. And Jermaine says that these guys are at their peak right now. That probably is the case for sure. Just listen to the computer. Don't trust your instincts. We've heavily invested in our technology here. Luis is on the Diamondbacks. Tyler, money line here and run line for the Diamondbacks. But Justin, we still call him a Pittsburgh correspondent, even though, we know he's a Braves guy, but he's often taken in those Bucks games. Darren, Pirates first 5. Ortiz is 3-0-2 so far. Remember, these are his only first. These are his. This is all we've seen of Ortiz this year. That's why I joke about him being so awesome. He's only had 5 starts. He's gone under in all 5 of them. Jermaine says Fott, it's a little bit of a contrast when he gets on the road. He has gone under in 6 of 11 road starts. I'll tell you what, his Yurfie is pretty. He's giving up runs in 6 of 21 first innings. Juice on Arizona. Fernando on the under. Michelangelo's here today on the Diamondbacks. And Jermaine, maybe he's leaning run line here with the Pirates in this one. Says, what's that price? They're getting the obviously they're getting the run at minus $1.45. That might be tolerable if you're on the Bucks today. My criteria, I think I've explained it, right? I mean, if it's under the money line price of the other team, then I'm more interested. That's not the case here, but it is pretty close. Arizona's about $1.35 today right now. What do I have on the screen here? $1.35. And that total is pretty much 8.5 flat or 8.5 under. And John, we already said that, right? Because I don't want to do it. I don't want to go back to Arizona. I don't want Arizona to get hot, but nothing you could do. I'm pulling for them. I want my Padres, but all right. What is Teresa saying there about back in the day? Tyler says Bell for 2 bases. All right. I think that does it. I didn't feel very consensus-y there, but do like what Ortiz is doing, and I don't mind here necessarily the Pirates playing well, and what you guys are saying about Brandon Pfaadt. Let me just take a look here if I want to go side or total here with you guys today. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give me the under here in this one with the Diamondbacks and Pirates today with Pfaadt and Ortiz. I agree. Look, these 2 pitchers are probably at their peak right now. I'm going to try to squeeze out one more good outing with them here and take the under at 8.5. I mean, that's close, man. I'm probably side or total is going to be a premium one way or the other. I like this game a lot. All right. And Nate on the Pirates run line there. John Say, Pirates and D-backs. Yeah, you got to watch out. I don't want to jinx it with the Padres if they could catch the Dodgers at all. Just get into the playoffs here. And Justin says, don't sleep on this weather. Looks like a rough day. We just saw, if there was storms in Canton, Ohio last night, there might be something going on in Pittsburgh today, obviously, Justin says. And let's see how it looks with the with my AccuWeather. Yeah. Rain throughout. Probably a 20% chance this one does not get played today, but 100% chance of rain here in Pittsburgh tonight. All right, here, let's see. Jermaine says, any steam yet? Yeah, I do think I got one, actually. It just came across the high-speed sports wire. It was in the game between Boston. Yeah, I got Boston and Texas was the first steam that came in, Jermaine, just moments ago in here. And they took it over 8.5. Boston and Texas here. And right now it's pretty much 9 everywhere, maybe 9 under at a few books, 8.5 over 25 still at circa, but moving higher here for sure with Boston and Texas. We'll preview it and get some picks. Also, while we're in the intro, Tampa Bay and Houston game total over, took some steam here as well. They took it over 8, Tampa Bay and Houston. Right now we're seeing mostly 8s, but there's still 7.5 unders. I'm not sure I'm totally sold on the reported steam, but nonetheless, there's still 7.5s out there if you want to roll with the steam in that one. But that Boston game got hit pretty good for sure. Okay, thanks, Jermaine, for that. And all right, let's see who else we have here. I think that's going to do it in this one. All right. Next up. Oh, one more from Justin here. Astros over is his top play. All right, here we go. The Royals are at the Tigers with Cole Reagans going up against Tariq Skubal. In this one, looks like a pretty good pitching matchup on paper. I've got a little bit of question with Cole Reagans here right now. The numbers are okay. I don't know if there's passing the eye test here right now as this one kind of drags into as he kind of drags along. I mean, we do need Cole Reagans here if you're the Royals to continue to perform well. Hopefully he will. I'm not throwing him under the bus or anything. He's got a 3.51 ERA in his last 4 starts. Kansas City, though, 4-7 with Cole Reagans here. The Tigers, Tigers do not, right now, they are contact against left-handed pitchers for sure. They are making contact. They're not striking out. In fact, let me see here. What did I hear today? I wrote this one down even. This one's wild. Skubal, 3-0 with a 2.0 ERA in his last 4 starts. Detroit, 14-7 with Skubal on the mound here. Royals have won 4 straight right now coming into this one after beating the Tigers yesterday. Good job, Team Steam. Yesterday, Royals never in doubt. It seemed like just a convincing win over Detroit. Today might be tougher, though, it feels like here with the Tigers. Last 18 games against left-handed starters, the pitcher has gone under their K-prop. Make sure I got that right. 17 of the last 18 games for Detroit against left-handed starters, that left-handed starter has gone under their K-prop. Cole Reagans today, I believe, is at a 6.5. That's pretty good trend, man. Uh, I didn't back check it, but it was a pretty reliable source. Okay. Uh, Kansas City has gone under in 7 of their last 11 here coming in, and Detroit 3-8 in their last 11 overall. There's my man CT Pan, just birdied 18, and he's hot. That's going to leave me with some life at the Olympics. All right, here we go with this one. Kansas City, 10 straight wins against divisional opponents that are under 500 in home games at night. All right. Okay, here we go. Once I get past Cheshire. All right, I'll find my place here. And John maybe starts us off. Oh, here's Darren KC money line. Oh man, I'm way back here. Tigers, I got to go back here. Jude Jean was the first one, I think, here with Royals money line. Okay, I'm caught up now. Here's Public Enemy. Tigers first 5 money line. Luis is on the under here in this one. And Darren, there it is, Kansas City money line. Trey's here today. Hello. And Justin says he's going to keep riding with the Royals here right now. Dre going over. And all right, I think that's it. What's Teresa saying? Over in the Kansas City game last night. And Panger says Scooble, once he's through the lineup, that's it. That's it for Scooble. Once he's through the lineup. All right, let me get your action here. Kansas City and Detroit. My action, I mean. My play. All right. I'm going to take the Detroit Tigers here in this one, here on the morning steam with Scooble against Reagan's. And again, but mostly I test. I mean, Reagan's numbers still are fine. I'm on the road, have a little bit of question here. Look, Royals are hotter. The Tigers are not, so it's only going to be a free play for me here on the show. I'm not going to go premium here, I don't think. All right, next up, it's the Brewers taking on the Nationals with Frankie Montas here on the road at $1.15 or so. We're seeing this total move lower right now at a few spots. Bovada's down to 9/15, and so is Circa. Let's leave it right there right now at 9.5, and maybe take it from there and see if it is indeed being hit very, very hard here in this one. Maybe get your comments here rolling here for Montas. This will be his first start here for Milwaukee after being with the Reds, of course, where he wasn't looking too good there with a 9 ERA, but Brewers want to get a little more pitching here. 9 ERA in his last 3 starts. Reds were 6-13 with Montas, so I don't know how much better he can get here with Milwaukee. Milwaukee's better, but for Montas, he's gone over in 4 straight. Brewers just 4-10 in their last 14 series openers. For Irvin, he's got a 6.06 ERA in his last 3 starts. Washington 8-3 with Irvin on the mound in his last 11 starts. The Nationals have lost 7 of their last 9 overall, and they've dropped 6 of their last 8 series openers. They've gone over in 5 of their last 6 games overall. What are you guys doing here with the Brewers and the Nationals today? Let's roll some of your plays with Justin will be first here, I think, with the Nationals. In this one, Jermaine's got something with Milwaukee on Fridays. I don't know. Let me see. I don't want to go into the day of the week trends too much, but Jermaine likes them. And if I've got a good look, there are some days, Friday is a day where I sometimes will look at day of the week trends here. But all right, let's see here. John says he just fades Montas. And Panger says, yep, it's the former Reds pitcher. Yes, sir. Yep. K's going under. Jermaine on the Nats. Fernando's going to lean to the under here. Tyler on the Nats. Yelich. Hey, Yelich. Hi, Yelich. Nice to see you today. Commenting on the Brewers, whoever. Great to have Yelich around. And not seeing him too much. Curtis is on the Nats here. Yelich also says Frankie to go over 1.5. Joe T liking the over here. Joe, you better be on the side of the road, not texting while you're driving. All right. And a Banger likes Montas over 2.5 earned runs. Big O says lay it with the Brewers here. And Jude G, Nats first 5. Irvin 7-10-5 in the first 5. Montas 6-12-1. Luis on the Nats. Yeah, me too, Justin. But certainly the start, like the start of series, the Sundays, the Mondays, and Dre on the over. Panger, that's not nice, but I feel bad. Yelich a pretty strong dude. He could get it back. Terrell says maybe it's a letdown spot here in this one. The widely reported steam did come in overnight on the under here. That's why I think you're seeing here now those 9s. Darren first 5 under. I feel like it's a national spot. All right. Give me the Washington Nationals here in this one. I'm going to take the Nats here today against Montas. All right. Let's move on to the next one here now with the Blue Jays taking on the Yankees in this one with Gausman here. Oops, why do the Yankees have a parentheses there, Mr. Producer? There we go. Okay, there we go. Gausman on the road here, $1.70, Stroman $1.70. Maybe this one's definitely lower. I'll call it $1.60 minimum here, but I'm seeing $1.51 at some of the sharp books right now. And the total, let's call it 9 flat. It might be moving a little bit higher here at this point, but I'm going to take the Yankees down here to at least $1.60 here in this one. Here's a start of a series. Here's a Friday, and let's see here. Get into some of the moves with some of the trends here with this one with Gausman and the former Blue Jay, obviously, Marcus Stroman, who, when he's good, he is better than people give him credit for. I'm a Stroman fan, but I can't ignore the fact that he's been pretty bad here the last couple of games for sure, that you got to scratch your head a little bit and wonder. 6.85 ERA in his last 5 starts. Stroman's gone over in 9 of his last 10. The Yankees have gone over in 26 of their last 35. The Yankees are mashing. They've won 5 straight, scoring 46 runs here right now. They've struggled in these last 9 home series openers, 3-6, but the Blue Jays, they've lost their last 8 road series openers, and get this, Toronto 1-15 or 1-15-1 in the first 5 in their last 17 series openers, home or road. Toronto 1-15-1 in the first 5 series openers here of late for Toronto. So maybe Stroman can have a good start. He's 9-9-3 in the first 5, and this year against his old team, Toronto, a 2.87 ERA so far for Stroman. No win to show for it, but remember, he pitched for the Blue Jays for a good 5 or 6 years. The Gausman struggled in his 3 starts against the Yankees this season, 11.45 ERA and an 0-2 record. Still got to lay a pretty hefty price here with the Yankees, but I haven't looked at the comments yet. But I'm going to predict that the Yankees are going to be a consensus play. Let me go over to the comments right now and see if I'm right. All right, maybe Juice is over on this one, or maybe it was the last one. I'm not sure, but here comes Panger. He likes the Yankees to smash. They're back home now. How about Aaron Judge? He's walking away with the American League MVP, but there are some other guys having some pretty awesome years. Steam play coming in right now, you guys. Cardinals, Cubs, the day game, the total over right now. If you like it, hit it. 7.5 over 30 at Bet Online. It's already 8 under 15 at Bovada. That widely reported steam is rolling in here right now. Cubs and Cardinals over steam rolling in right now. It's a game we already previewed, but I've got to let you know that's why you're here on the morning steam, hopefully for my breaking odds information. Dre's on the Yankees run line. Tyler on the Yankees here. And Joe T. Good. He's using his text. Now, why can't Joe's text to talk seems to work pretty good? All right. Nate's got him in a parlay here. Yankees team total over for Jermaine maybe in this one. And Justin likes the Yankees team total over. And Jermaine says he gets a lot of run support. Jermaine says, give me the, over here in this one. Okay, doesn't look like we're going to make it to quite a consensus. It doesn't look like here. It looks like. It doesn't look like here. It looks like. As Ramon said, Big O likes the over. Maybe I missed a few here. Trevor, Yankees run line. Okay, it's pretty close, actually. All right, maybe I got carried away. I thought the Yankees would be a super. I don't know. It still might get there, but does feel like now the steam came in on Toronto. I think that's why the move is there, down 20 cents. Yeah, the line service says the steam was on Toronto. I don't know. I'm not necessarily buying it. Yelich likes the over here in this one. All right, let me see here. Now, I mean, I'm kind of pivoting a little bit because that's a pretty decent little discount, it feels like here. John on the Yanks here. And Thomas says, I'm playing it too, so might as well make it number 2 consensus. If that's what he meant, I'm playing the Yankees run line, number 2 consensus. Okay, that's fine by me. And it's run line, so they'll have to smash them here. Team Steam consensus on the run line with the Yankees fading the steam here. Darren says Jays first 5 and Yankees full game. That's how about it? Darren's going to fade that 115-1 trend. No problem, he says. All right. Well, I'll roll with Team Steam in this one and take that consensus play. That's what I'll do. I think so. That price is hefty. That might be what it is. The run line here for the Yankees today, getting plus money. So that feels pretty good. Okay, next up. Giants and Reds with Abbott here going for. Who's going for the Giants? Oh, Kyle Harrison. Okay, let me put that in there. I believe it is Kyle Harrison here, the left-hander for the Giants today. Let me make sure I get that updated here a little bit. All right. There we go. Got the Reds here favored, minus $1.20, 9 over 20. I think some of the books might still have this game off the board, but I do think we're expecting Harrison here in this one today. Let me see. I think see if I have the notes as I wanted it here. For Harrison, he's got a 1.06 ERA in his last 3 starts. The Giants are 12-6 with Harrison on the mound this season. Giants have won 5 of their last 6 games. They've gone under in 11 of their last 15. For Abbott, he's been struggling, a 7.07 ERA over his last 3 starts. Abbott's gone under in 16 of 21 starts this season. The Reds have gone under in 7 of their last 9 overall. The Reds have also won 9 of their last 11 series openers. And you know how I've been down on these Giants on the road this season. They're in pretty much their 21-33 for the Giants. That's kind of in form for what they've been up to, really. Here. Let's get maybe some of your comments on the game here with the Reds and the Giants today. With Justin going under here. He's got Steer to go over 1.5 bases. Dre's going under. Jermaine says Reds are nothing. And Darren going under the 9 here in this one. All right, I'll make a call here in this one. I will say this, 7 of the last 8 meetings between these 2 teams have gone under right now. So Reds and let me see here. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a consensus, so I don't want any part of the Giants, that's for sure. I almost want to roll a premium, but I'm going to take the Reds here as on the show as my play here and take the Reds. Tyler also joined me on the Reds here today. All right. And Eugene, Reds first 5. A few more rolling in here. Luis on the Giants. All right. Thanks, you guys. Let's move on to the next one. Orioles taking on the Guardians with Kramer here for the Orioles and Carrasco for the Guardians. And the Orioles, double 125s there. There we go. Looks like the host was having a hard time last night. Okay, Orioles $1.25 here on the road. We rolled a premium pick yesterday on this one with the Orioles and the Guardians. I had a premium winner with the Guardians yesterday as they got it done 10-3. I know went under on the morning steam, but the Guardians pretty much pounded yesterday here in this one. So let's take a look at though what we got today, because Carrasco, everybody's probably going to look to smash him a little bit, and maybe the Orioles get back on track here on the road. But as a road favorite, you're willing to do it? Kramer has a 7.2 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Orioles are just 6-8 with Kramer on the mound. They've gone over in 10 of his 14 starts. Baltimore's gone over in 13 of their last 15. Man, they're trying to hit with the Yankees here of late. Cleveland's won 7 of their last 9 overall. They've also gone under in 12 of their last 16 games. Carrasco, he's lost his last 3 starts. He's got a 9 ERA, and the Guardians are 7-12 with Carrasco on the mound this season. Go ahead and punch your plays in here with this one. Baltimore's, those overs, man, are piling up. Here come the comments from the chat, starting with Juice, I think, is the first one on this game with over in the Orioles game. Tyler's going to go with the Guardians here in this one. And the over. He'll also take the over. Justin going Orioles, team total over. Run it back with Cleveland, says Panger. Curtis is on Cleveland here in this one. And Yelich says, take the over. Carrasco's on the mound. Take the over. It's going to be a pretty popular play, I would think. Today with the public. Eugene says, give me Cleveland first 5. And let's see here. Reds on the last game. We were talking about the Reds there, right? All right, Jermaine, a little parlay action here. Here's K on the Orioles, first five with Crema. 7-6-1 record for Kramer in the first five. Carrasco, one of the worst, 4-14-1 in the first five. John says go over in this one. And it's a consensus play. How about that? Going over in the game here with Cleveland. All right. I'll do it with you guys. Why not? I think I like it to go over in this one with Kramer's bad numbers. And Jermaine says, okay, he's got the umps. I'm always going to miss the umps on Fridays, you guys, for sure. Maybe just not in my, by the time of the information, I just can't get to it. I need the first games, you guys know. So appreciate that. I'll take the over. You guys seem to have a good handle on it. Oh, by the way, widely reported steam did come in on the over in this game. They took it at, let me see here. They hit it at 9, and I'm listing at 9 over 25 on screen there. But you know what, you guys? It's still 9 pretty much. Wow. That feels like a freemium today, Baltimore and Cleveland. I'll do it. Man, I like it now. Joe T going over. And Panger says, bad. Bad. Marlins and Belozo going up against the Braves and Schwellenbach. Well, if you had these guys on your bingo card, as they say, for the Braves, are going to be a huge favorite here at -2, down to -230 here. A little bit of play, a little bit, probably just those sharps willing to take a number here with the Marlins at this point. Marlins have packed it in here, certainly. It's going to be hard to back them a little bit. Now we get word that, Carrasco might be, Cabrera might be headed for the shelf here with a little bit of a knee problem. But Braves having some issues too here heading into the weekend. Ronaldo Lopez will, I believe, miss his start tomorrow. So more tough luck for the Braves. We'll see what they come up with for Saturday. But I believe Ronaldo Lopez misses a start here. So tough luck, Braves. Maybe luck is going to determine what happens here down the stretch. Now, this total is definitely 9 over. This one's seen a drop to the over, 9 over 15, 9 over 20 or so right now for sure. And let's talk about the stats for these two a little bit. We know we got a good sample size here now on Schwellenbach. But Belozo, we've just seen a little bit, and it's probably a bullpen game is what it feels like here. Marlins have actually been pretty good over the last 2 weeks, or for them, I think they're 8-6 over the last 14. Marlins have gone over in 18 of their last 26 overall. For Schwellenbach, the numbers are pretty good, especially at home. He's got a 2.08 ERA in his last 4 starts. Schwellenbach's gone under in 9 of his 10 starts. We know the Braves are the king of the unders right now, going under in 23 of their last 34. So do have a contrast there. Marlins have been going over. Braves have been going under. Schwellenbach so far, 10 first innings, no runs allowed for Schwellenbach here. First appearance against Miami in his career, but I don't know who's in that lineup. All right, maybe we get your opinions here on this one with the Braves. Atlanta's won 14 of their last 15 games at home. I mean, we know they're a big, huge favorite here, but maybe you can still factor that in on a run line. I don't know what you guys are going to do. Let's take a look. Juice is on the Braves. I think he starts us off. Justin's prop is on Soler over 1.5 bases. Here's Tyler. He likes the Braves. -2 touchdowns at plus 20,000. Dre's on the Braves here. I think Teresa's going over in this one. Panger, Braves money line, team total over 19.5. Boy, you guys love the Braves here with these jokes today. Luis on the under, though, here. Darren on the under. And Jermaine looking at Zeke here a little bit. John says, give me the Braves on the run line. Panger's got a bunch of action. Oh, he says 7-2 final. That's really all you need to know. And you can go in. He's also got Marcel with a hit there. Okay, sorry about that. And I think, let's see here. All right, I think that'll do it here. It does feel like some type of consensus is going on with the Braves today, and maybe they'll continue to smash here in this one. Let me see what I want to do. Here. All right. Yeah, maybe the Braves can smash. I'll just take them here on the run line today on the morning steam. Computer over here has got a toss up, but man, I might be playing this total tonight. All right, even with those contrasts. What am I on? Let's take a look at the next one here. Red Sox and Rangers with Cutter Crawford on the mound. Road favorite, $1.25. And the total is 8.5. 8.5 over for sure. I'm starting to see some nines here. We already talked about the steam that came in on the over, so we'll just call it 9, maybe 9 flat. Maybe 9 under 15, maybe right there. No matter what the case may be, this one's gone up probably a full half a run here over the last several hours. And I got a pretty early to watch that golf, watch the Olympics golf here. I've been watching all morning. Red Sox, $1.25, 9 under 15 with Crawford and Urena. Okay, let me get into this one here. All right, I'm all caught up. I was a little stalling there. For Crawford here, he's got a 5.94 ERA in his last 3 starts. Boston's just 7-14 with Crawford on the mound this season. Red Sox have dropped 8 of 12 out of the break here right now. They've gone over in 9 of their last 11. For Urena, we're getting him. He's the story here right now. We haven't seen Urena in a couple of months. 2 months, 2 months pretty much. His last start was on June the 5th. So good to see Urena back here. Rangers need him. They've lost 5 of their last 6. They are 8-10 in their last, or 8. I'm sorry. They are 8-2 in their last 10 home games, but just 9-8 in their home series openers this season. They're also 7-1 to the over in their last 8 games. Urena comes in with a 3.77 ERA this season, just 6 starts so far. Let's go ahead and get comments from you in this one. Maybe you want to see one from Jose. Texas over in 6 straight of those totals that I mentioned. Here we go with. Okay. Oh, here's one. Tyler, Red Sox first 5. Doesn't look like we got much from you guys at all here in this one, do we? Oh, Boston Red Sox first 5 for Panger. Crawford is 8-5 in his first 5 innings. And Urena was 2-4 before hitting the shelf. Darren's on the Red Sox. Jermaine likes the Juice likes the over here. Thank you. And Jermaine says this game's just terrible. Let's not even discuss it. Well, I mean, got to be. I mean, how about that? I mean, it is a pretty important game. I mean, Boston still, they gotten all the way back into playoff contention here big time, right? So I think that certainly is something here. And the Rangers, it's desperation mode. I mean, I'm not saying just when you got two teams ahead of you, and uh, even in the current situation with the wild card, I mean, just slipping and slipping here. Time keeps on slipping and slipping. All right, here's a team total. What's this? Team total over 4.5 for Boston, it feels like. There, Yelich as well. And, okay, not a lot coming here from the I don't think we can. I just don't feel like there's anything here of substance with us as far as a solid opinion is concerned. And quite frankly, I haven't seen a lot other than that Steam itself, and I kind of was looking to go over here. All right, there's a couple more here. Urania pitching Boston on the road. Maybe Boston run line is what that looks like. All right. Give me the over here in this one, Boston and Texas here tonight. I'll take the over. And I just want to mention that Steam that you might have just heard in the background. It was a game that we just previewed. Miami and Atlanta, they steam in the total. They're steaming it here at what did we have it at? Let me just back it up. We said it was 9 over 15, and well, that's pretty much what it is. I'm not going to put it too much into this move here at this point. But it's duly noted. Steam over here, Miami and Atlanta. Looks like they took a juiced up number, actually. They might have bought it at 8.5 or so. Okay, there we go. I'm showing mostly 9 under 20. That's going to get my attention. Okay, let's keep it going here. Let's go to the Rays taking on the Astros here with Shane Baz. Hey, I think we were right on Baz last game. Now, let's see on the road here against Houston, and let's see with Kikuchi how he fares with the Astros. I don't think everybody's expecting him to be overwhelming or whatever, because things weren't going good in Toronto. I don't know what change of scenery is going to necessarily do it here. He had a 10 ERA in his last 3 starts. He was 2-6 in his last 8 with Toronto, or they were 2-6 with him on the mound. And they'd gone over in 10 of their last 12 games with Kikuchi on the mound. Now, because they're in this, Kikuchi's faced the Rays quite a bit in his career, 5-2 with a 3.72 ERA. The Astros have won 11 of their last 14 home series openers. For Shane Baz, a 3.66 ERA in his last 4 starts. I just like what I see, actually, from Baz. Tampa Bay's won 11 of their last 18 overall, and they've gone over in 5 of their last 6 games on the road here. I imagine this one's going to be a little bit tougher, but price is still $1.55, $1.60, and the total has been going quite a bit lower here. Despite reports of the widely reported steam on the over, this total is no doubt lower now, much lower. Maybe it does lean to Baz here. It's either 8 under 20 or under 25 or 7.5 flat. A good half a run lower than what was listed there when I typed it in last night. So I don't know. I might be, feels like some value on the total the way I do business. And probably just play Houston here as a favorite is what I want to do. Let's see here what you guys are up to in the chat with the Rays and the Astros. All right. Astros over top play here, Justin says. Okay. Up to 10.5. Tyler over here in this one. So you guys are kind of along with the public here a little bit. Yeah, for sure. And hey, having Crystal Craig here, what an honor. Talk about the ladies of YouTube chat. I don't know if Crystal was here earlier, but we got a legend here, my friends. And of course, Crystal, big Jays fan, but doesn't know about Kikuchi there, heading down there to Houston. Thank you, Crystal. Great to have you over here. Appreciate it. Wine Time's here today. He's fired up. Hey, check out Wine Time. He's been doing a great job on YouTube with some of his previews of early action and conference action. Early games, I believe, is what it is. Panger, here we go. Stroh's first 5 or full game, single game parlay, team total over to Altuve with a hit. Yelich says these guys are terrible. Give him the over. Eugene, Astros money line. All right. Well, I'm going to probably just end up on Houston here on the show right now as a big price in this one with Kikuchi. I get it, and I'm on Baz here, pretty much moving forward. But I think in this match, and I'm only going to play it here as a free play. Wasn't ever going to make the premiums here because I got to lay such a big price. Actually, I might have been a premium if I could get it. Like if it would have been maybe $1.45 or $1.40. I thought it might be actually. And again, I think the total moving down. You guys are on the over for sure. I like Shane Baz, but maybe I'm going off the eye test a little bit here. The numbers aren't quite showing it yet. Okay, let's see here. Next up. The Twins here are a huge favorite, of course, and we try not to waste your time or mine discussing the White Sox numbers. Let's just try to get into it as best we can, because to me, I almost want to say today's the day. If one out of every 4 or 5 days is supposed to be the day, this feels like it might be the day. All right, let's see if there's any way we can talk about the White Sox here with that 17-game losing streak at this point. And at least you got another young pitcher. That just feels more like a bullpen game with Martin in here at this point. Ryan, a 6.23 ERA in his last 3 starts. Is that going to be worth close to $3 here? Ryan's gone over in 6 straight. Could it be some volatility? Twins have split their last 10 games. They are 10-2 in their last 12 home series openers. They've gone over in 8 of their last 11. White Sox have, I will say, 1-16 in their last 17 series openers to go with that 17-game losing streak. And they've gone over in 6 of their last 8. That's enough, I think, on this one, huh? All right, let's see. Anything? Twins here for Luis. And what if today's the day? Yelich says this will be 18 straight. And Thomas says definitely a fade here on the White Sox. Tyler says he'll take it. He'll take the challenge. Today's the day. White Sox end it. I want to be right when it happens. It's that time of the morning with my crusty eye. All right. And I don't know if I got to mention it yesterday here real quick, though. Not that was a poor lead-in, but I didn't get to mention Dave Koken. Did I on our show yesterday? Or maybe I did, actually, in his passing. Minnesota on the super run line for Teresa. Lay the 2.5 on that jacked up price there. And Panger, Twins to life back home. Minus 1.5 and team total over. All right, Jermaine said he said it. He said, if anyone's been listening to me, he said last Friday they will win after their 17th loss. All right, that might be it. That might be good enough for me today. Tyler's on the Sox here on the run line. minus 2.5. I want to know what that is. I want to do it. I want to do it today so bad. I'd probably just do it on the show here if I did it. I mean, look, it's not like we're just taking stabs here, right? We didn't say we weren't going with the White Sox in the last 4 or 5 games. We've been going the other way. We've been going against the White Sox, but today I feel like I want to do it. Justin, though, on the Twins, he's got a Buxton over on his bases prop. All right. Give me the under in this one with the White Sox and the Twins. I can't do it. I can't put it out there. Oh, God, I want to do it, but you guys are pretty hot. And you should be. You should be. I'm sure they'll lose again. I just don't want to be that guy looking for attention. I'll just put my money on the White Sox and roll with it. Give me the under here, White Sox and Twins, especially if it's still hanging out at 8.5. I don't think I would have done it as a premium anyways, but I'll take the under. It's plus 500. I would have thought so. That's maybe that'll be my bet with Tyler today. We'll do it. All right, next up, let's get it rolling. We're almost out of here. 4 more games. Here's the Mets with Blackburn. Here, much talked about as maybe one of the more interesting moves here with Blackburn on the Mets now, getting his first start. And we'll see. Look, if anything, he was struggling for there a little bit, right? And but the A's were winning. They were giving him run support when he was in there. Yankees have won. Mets have won 15 of their last 22 games. They've gone over in 5 of their last 6 road openers. Blackburn has strong stats against the Angels. Now, he was with the A's, so he's faced them quite a bit. He's a 4-0 record. In 6 starts against Anaheim. 3.27 ERA for Anderson. Continues to do pretty well. 2.7 ERA in his last 4 starts. And the Angels are 9-5 with Anderson on the mound. That's got to be worth something. Angels have lost 5 of their last 7. They, let's see what you guys. Go ahead, you guys. I don't think I could put too much more on the Angels here. And here, okay, maybe I did not mention because it feels like we didn't talk about Mr. Koken, but man, I had some great times listening to. Okay, yeah, we would have talked about it more yesterday. Thanks, you guys. I was a big fan of this guy. Actually, I did appear with him on one show one time, a long time ago. He probably wouldn't have remembered it, and. Thank you, William. I got my own. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that. As actually my family my family calls me Moni. If you wanted to, you can too. Final. But it just take out the E, and that's what my family calls me. Like my childhood nickname, and they still call me that. And so do all my friends. And I respond. But you know me as Ramon here. Here's Tyler on the Met. Let's go here. Luis on the Angels. Rays going over here. Mets minus 1.5 in this one. And there was one other Mets. Where was it? Tyler on the Mets here. So I think that's the thing with Blackburn here. But boy, I mean, come on, 240 here, or what is it? No, I just have the graphic wrong, right? Oh, okay. There we go. 240, 140, 140, 135. Down to 128 here at South Point. Total 9 over right now. In fact, 9.5 under at Bovada. So this one is moving higher for sure, but it wasn't necessarily steam. But I got to update the total here at least to 9.5. It feels like 9.5 at this point. Maybe 9.5 under 20, because there is some 9 overs at some of the sharp joints at this point. So maybe that it should be a tolerable number actually for the Mets, you would think. I mean, can you really drum up much interest for the Angels? Bummer news about Mike Trout yesterday, but I think we've covered it pretty well. After that first injury, it just felt like a heartbreak, really, and you hope he can get healthy and then find a team to try to do this. Now you can't continue to do this. If I guess he could. All right. A few more comments from you, and we'll know here. It's just a pass from the group. Darren went Mets 1.5. Did I already show that? Ray does like the over here in this one. I'll take the Mets here today. I kind of want to go premium with them, but let's see one from Blackburn here because the numbers aren't great, and Anderson's numbers are pretty good. So I'll just take the Mets here on the show. Mets money line for Teresa, under first 5. Rockies and Padres with Gomber going up here against Vasquez. Even Vasquez, for all everybody wants to make fun of him, he's starting to be, okay here, I guess, of late is what you could say for Vasquez. He has a 4.24 ERA in his last 5 starts, but Padres seem to give him some good run support. He's gone over in 6 of his last 7 starts. He's had some bad times in Colorado, but one of them was on the road here. Padres have won 9 of their last 10. They've gone over in 6 of their last 7. Rockies have gone over, though, in 9 of their last 12 on the road. And Gomber's gone over in 6 of his last 8. He's got a 6.91 ERA in his last 3 starts, and he's lost 6 straight on the road. So how can you attack this one? Padres big favorite here tonight at home. These divisional games continue to go over for San Diego. Here's Tyler. Maybe he's going over in this one, I think. Luis is going over for sure. This one's definitely an 8.5. So I don't know if I'm looking at the right game there with that comment for Penger. Might have been talking about the last game. Not going to be too much probably from you guys in this one, it feels like. So maybe I'll just have to make the call. It feels like the Padres could actually roll here. No, they do. The reputation of the Padres is that of playing down to their opponents a little bit at home, but right now they're in a pretty good groove that even I might be willing to lay a run line with these guys. Give me the Padres at home, minus 1.5 to keep it going right now. It feels really good at this point, and want them to keep it going. All right, not much from you guys. Looks like we're ready to roll the show. We're down to, just 70 or so in here. We got a couple of games left with the Dodgers going up against the Athletics. Well, boy, if I would have told you could get the Dodgers at $1.50, now they're up to $1.60 now, but still against the A's. That's how good these A's have been. And they've got Estes going here against Stone. So that might, Stone's been okay, but Estes here, 5.24 ERA in his last 4 starts. For Stone, 6.27 ERA in his last 4 starts. Dodgers are 13-6 with Stone right now, but they've lost 4 of their last 5. They're 2-10 their last 12 on the road. Dodgers, help! And Estes hasn't faced the Dodgers. Stone hasn't faced the A's. Can we get on the Dodgers here somehow? Or is it going to be the dog? Let's take a look at your plays here in this one with Luis is going to be on the A's in this one. Juice is on the A's. Darren will lay it on the road. So will Tyler. And Tyler will also go over here in this one. Oakland's gone over in 7 of their last 8 at home. And they've won. Oakland's won 6 straight coming off a loss. Of course, they had the day off yesterday, but still. All right. Not much from you guys here on these West Coast games tonight, leaving me out here to make some picks. So I'll do so. here in this one. And I don't know, it just feels like the Dodgers, if I can get them at this price, I'm going to do it. Give me the Dodgers here tonight against Oakland. We've been leading the charge on Oakland. You can't say that I haven't. We talked about, even before they went on the hot run, the power of Oakland, the bullpen of Oakland. Rays going over here. So thanks on that one, everybody. Next up, we've got the Phillies and the Mariners. With the Mariners here, $1.15 with Woo on the mound. And the total is about 8 flat here. Phillips for the Phillies. Man, what a pleasant surprise this gentleman is. The graphics just having a little problem here. There we go. I think it was but Phillips has done a real nice job here so far. And this is going to be a pretty interesting game here, it feels like, in this one. That total sitting at 8. It's been flying all over the place here, but I don't know, man. With these two, look, I'm not going to belittle Phillips's last start. It was very impressive, no doubt about it. He's 3-0 with a 1.71 ERA so far, and the Phillies have won all 3 of his games that he's pitched in. So maybe they've found something here with this guy. Now, the Phillies have dropped 11 of their last 15 games overall, and Seattle comes in having won 4 of their last 6, but they're 13-4 in their home series openers. They've gone over in 5 of their last 6. They've gone over in 8 of 11 Woo starts. And for the Phillies, they've lost their last 5 series openers. They've gone over in 5 straight. So some interesting dichotomies here with this matchup. But let's see what you guys are doing. You guys like this game a lot more, that's for sure. Started off with Ray on the Mariners here. 209 Valley's checking in, going to give us a Nerfie. Haven't seen very many Nerfies today. Phillips is perfect so far. 0 for 3, no first inning runs. And Woo, he's pretty good. 1 of 11. Just allowing a run in 1 of 11 first innings. Luis is on the Phillies. Tyler's on the Phillies. He's also on the under. Phil's on the Phils with Phillips. And Teresa was chiming in on the Padres there. Thank you. And Tim Hong here today, checking in. Thank you. And my man Will, he's going to be on the Padres. Panger's going over here. And Darren going Philly and under. Teresa going Seattle run line there. All right. Let's wrap it up here. Poor Teresa, I think she's having a problem with her. Unless I'm getting that. Yeah, Teresa's obviously having a issue with her button there, it looks like, but I'm so appreciative of her. All right, let me make my call here as well in this game, and we'll be on out of here today. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Phillies on the road here in a near pick'em game in this one. I do like the total quite a bit here. And Will said, Padres are hot. Mike went with the Phillies money line. That's going to do it for the morning steam here. We did talk about the football game tonight with Montreal and Hamilton. Give me Montreal here on the road. I'll lay 4, 4.5, whatever it is here. I'm willing to do it. And let me see. I think I have a little bit of overnight Olympics action here that I want to go with today as well. We already talked about those games coming up in men's action here this in just a little bit, in a half an hour, with Spain. I like Spain in the over. I'm taking Germany and the under, and I'm taking Germany to win the whole thing now at 15-1 for a price play. And Here early start. I have one overnight play, two overnight plays in Olympics women's basketball. I will take Puerto Rico and China over 134.5, and Spain and Serbia under 139. Those will go off before we go on the air tomorrow. You'll have Puerto Rico and China game that goes off tomorrow at 8. I'm sorry, 5 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Pacific, and then at 7:30 a.m. is Spain and Serbia. 7:30 a.m., 4:30 a.m. Pacific. Of course, USA men play tomorrow. We'll be on the air before that. They play Puerto Rico as a 34-point favorite. And South Sudan will be up against Serbia there tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. We just have 3 plays there today with St. Louis Cardinals money line, New York Yankees run line, and the Guardians over. And teams cleaned it up here a little bit towards the end of the week. Nice job here recovering here from we didn't do great there early in the week. All right. That's going to do it for the morning steam. Appreciate everybody joining me here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific with more morning steam with Olympics coverage. And there's a UFC card tomorrow. It's also, here's a note, the UFC card comes to us tomorrow from Abu Dhabi. So it is an early start. In fact, we'll get off the air tomorrow, and it'll be like an hour later that UFC will start. So I'll have a 5-pack, I believe, of plays tomorrow from UFC Abu Dhabi as part of my package tomorrow for my premium picks. So head on over to Tony'sPicks.com, use that promo code Tony T at checkout, save 20% off all premium pick packages. You'll find me on the list if you want the UFC card that I'll have in there. We had a pretty good UFC run here, I think, of late, but I'll have it right in there. And let's see there. There I am, 41-34 currently this season, and we're profitable. We hit that big dog last week in the main event. We had a $2 dog there last week. So appreciate everybody there. Check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. For Tony'sPicks.com, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.